It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, some news or Bobby Orr's. Hey!
Oh, Jeff Heerema, whatever happened to you? You had such potential, but it just didn't seem like you could get your fair shake in the NHL. In his first year with the Sarnia Sting in 1997-98, Heerema would put up 32 goals and 40 assists for 72 points in just 63 games. This caught the attention of scouts right away, and he was drafted 11th overall in the first round of the 1998 NHL entry draft by the Carolina Hurricanes. He would spend the next 2 seasons further seasoning himself in the OHL, continuing his point production, scoring 70 points the following season, and in 99-2000 his OHL best 77 points. He would make his pro debut the following season playing for the Cincinnati Cyclones of the International Hockey League, playing in 73 games, scoring 17 times and getting 16 assists for 33 points. A 102 was his breakout year for the Lowell Lock Monsters of the AHL. Playing 76 games, he would amass 70 points and 90 penalty minutes. This was good enough to get him a shot next year in the big league. Heerema had a promising rookie season, appearing in 10 NHL games for the Hurricanes that year and scoring 3 goals, as well as scoring 32 points in 36 games for the Lock Monsters that season. Although his IHL and AHL numbers were solid, the Hurricanes didn't feel like he was a good enough fit for their team, and he was claimed on waivers that following year by the St. Louis Blues. He would play 22 games for St. Louis, scoring 1 goal and 2 assists for 3 points. He would spend the remainder of his season down in the AHL, playing 1 game for the Worcester Ice Cats and 41 games for the Hartford Wolfpack, scoring 12 goals, 15 assists for 27 points. Heerema would spend the entire 04-05 lockout playing for the Manitoba Moose of the AHL. The following season, he would sign with the Ottawa Senators organization, playing for Binghamton in the AHL, where he would have his best pro season to date. In 2005-06, played 77 games, scoring 27 goals, 47 assists for 74 points. The following year, he would play in 78 games and get 67 points. Why he was never given a shot at Ottawa's main roster is still beyond me with that kind of point production in the minor league system. After the 06-07 season, and unable to secure a North American contract, Heerema went to Europe, where he would play 2 seasons for the Frankfurt Lions in the German Elite League. After playing 1 season in the Austrian League, Heerema would land in the UK, playing in the British Elite League in 2010 for the Nottingham Panthers. He would help Nottingham's campaign to become EIHL Cup champion in 2011. He would play 1 more season with Nottingham in 2011-12, and unfortunately would have to retire due to suffering multiple concussions. Heerema played in a total of 32 NHL games, scoring 4 goals and 2 assists for 6 points altogether. His AHL totals are far better, playing in 389 games, scoring 137 goals, 177 assists for 314 points, also spending 353 minutes in the penalty box. Jeff Heerema just seemed like one of those players who would slip through the cracks of most NHL teams. Why he wasn't given a chance on Ottawa is a little beyond me, considering his point totals with Binghamton, but I kind of get it. That was during the Alfredsson, Heatley, Spezza era where they had so much depth on that roster. But to not give him a chance at the big club was probably a mistake. He could have went a couple more years in the NHL before packing up and heading off to Europe. And finding out a little tidbit of info as researching for this video, I knew he was from Thunder Bay, of course, but I didn't know he was the cousin to the Stahl brothers, which was kind of a neat little factoid about Jeff Heerema. So there you go, that Stahl family just keeps getting bigger. And I had mentioned earlier in the video that Heerema went 11th overall in the 98 draft. Had the Carolina Hurricanes had a bit more better scouting, they would have picked up Alex Tanguay, who was the 12th overall pick, or Simone Gagne, who went 22nd, even Scott Gomez, who went 27th, and Jonathan Chichu, who went 29th. But hey, at the time, how are you really going to know how these guys are going to pan out?
It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie
AHLer.